What is up, YouTube? And today I have a battle here against BrandonPlaysStuff, and he's kind of a new person that popped on my Discord and then my stream. So this was on stream, and this was actually yesterday, which was St. Patrick's Day. And obviously, you know, I had to do something. I mean, we stream on like a holiday, even if it is a minor one. I decided to bring an all-green team. So that was my additional restriction going into this battle. So I was only going to use Pokemon that are green. I ended up actually having kind of a problem when I was team building it. I was like, okay, I have a lot of Pokemon weak to ice, because there's, you know, mostly Pokemon that are green are kind of like grass types. But I think I did my best. So I'm going to go ahead and leave with Tornadus. This is otherwise a standard OU match. And I actually bring Kecleon too, because I was looking for like a last Pokemon on my team. Like, you know what? I use Kecleon, and maybe it'll make Jimmy happy if he ever sees this battle sometime. I don't know. Anyway, so he's going to go ahead and use Landorus, so a little battle of the, you know, genies or whatever. He's going to go ahead and U-turn, and we discover here that he's a Scarf one, obviously, because he wouldn't outspeed me otherwise. I'm actually kind of afraid of like a Stone Edge or something, so I decided to U-turn as well as he goes into Tapu Koko. So we both end up U-turning, but the advantage is ultimately mine because of his Scarf, actually, because that means I get my my U-turn second. And I'm able to, you know, U-turn into Ferrothorn, which obviously should counter Tapu Koko pretty well, unless he has, like, I don't know, Hidden Power Fire? I don't even know. But usually, you know, this is a pretty good matchup for me. And I don't think that one can have, because that's the shiny one. I think it's, isn't that one IV locked? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rocks. I kind of expected him to Volt Switch, and indeed he does. He goes into his Scizor, and obviously these things can carry, a fighting move. And I'm kind of half expecting, you know, maybe he'll try to set up. I'm not entirely sure. I decided just to go for the Leech Seed. And he does end up trying to set up with the Swords Dance. So that could be really dangerous. Anytime, you know, a Scizor gets the Swords Dance. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stay in. If he has the fighting move, he'll probably kill me. But at the very least, I'll get some recoil damage. And if he only has like a bug move, I don't think he'll kill me in one hit. And he actually comes really, really close to that bug bite. Really should not underestimate Mega Scizor with +2. But I do end up living, which is great, because now he gets, you know, he has to take that round of recoil, plus I get the Leech Seed damage on him, and now he has to, in order to kill me, take another round of recoil, so he's going to take another hit from Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet and all that. And that leaves the Scizor down to red HP, which means I can pretty much kill it. I did bring Choice Band Zygarde in this battle, so that's what I'm going to go into. I have the Extreme Speed, so I'm just going to go for it. Obviously, Extreme Speed has +2 priority, so I know that I can obviously... and about to mention, I think Zygarde has more speed than Scizor. Or maybe, I don't know. Either way, Extreme Speed is going to outspeed him, and at red HP, even with the resistance, I should be able to kill the Choice Band. He's not even going to let me kill his Mega Scizor. He decides to go into his Landorus, which does get the Intimidate, so it lowers that damage of my Extreme Speed, and the Landorus ends up taking it pretty nicely. So I'm just going to go into my Tornadus. He didn't reveal the Rock move earlier, so I probably won't have it. Plus, he probably won't try to use it against Zygarde. I don't know. Ends up just U-turning again. So this time he did get the matchup he wanted. He U-turns into Tapu Koko against my Tornadus, and obviously I can't stay in here unless I want to lose Tornadus. Cannot take a Thunderbolt. So, gonna go into my Kecleon, and it's kind of like half his Death Fire, but Kecleon is actually kind of a really good special wall. I ended up bringing a wrong one, though. Well, not a wrong one, I think it's just a missav. I ended up having Color Change, which is, you know, the meta for Kecleon in Gen 4, but Protean Kecleon is a lot better, and looking at this set, I totally intended this to be a Protean Kecleon. In fact, that's pretty much all the Kecleons you probably would want to use, and I accidentally, I guess, messed up, and this is Color Change, so that's not great. Anyway, gonna go ahead and Foul Play this Bronzong just to get damage. It's super effective. I know he's probably just gonna go ahead and set up Stealth Rocks, which is what he does, and yeah, it's kind of meh, and I didn't get enough damage there with Foul Play that I wanted to, because Bronzong is obviously pretty bulky. I think I'd try to go for the Power-Up Punch here, and I'm like, okay, well, I can still kind of play this like a Protean. I mean, I'm not getting the, you know, stab boost and everything like I should be getting, but whatever. He's going to go ahead and Toxic me, so that's kind of a thing, and kind of ruins Kecleon. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get damage on this Bronzong. I believe I try to go for another Power-Up Punch here, but he's just going to go ahead and Protect, so that's obviously... means I can't do damage to him, and he's obviously just trying to Toxic Stall me, so that's a thing. And I think I just go, what do? I do go for a Shadow Sneak, and I probably should have just went for another Foul Play. I know that he's not going to, you know, he's probably going to attack me this turn, or obviously not Protect. He's not going to, you know, why would he go for a second Protect here? I go for a Shadow Sneak. I do have +1 attack. I actually think it would have done more if I just went for the Foul Play, but whatever. He's going to Gyro Ball me for some extra damage. It triggers, color change, which is funny. Now I'm a steel type that's poison, so you don't see that every day. But I'm going to go ahead and switch out now because I kind of predict the Protect, and I can always use Kecleon as death fodder later. Plus it has good special defense, so maybe I'll be able to get off one more move with it. I'm not entirely sure. I go to my Reunicles, and speaking of abilities that I think was a mistake, I ended up having a regenerated Reunicles, which actually isn't that bad. But I really thought I had Magic Guard. I think I have 2 Reunicles, so that's definitely possible. But no, this one is actually regenerated, which is, it's still a fantastic ability, just not one that you usually see used on Reunicles. But whatever, I'm just going to go ahead and Trick. He goes into his Weavile, and funnily enough, we trade Specs for a ban. So I get the choice ban now, he gets the choice Specs, and I'm going to predict the Pursuit here, and it ends up being excellent for me, because that Pursuit can't kill me, especially with me not, the bonus damage from me switching out. And I'm just going to go for the Focus Blast to take care of this Weavile, but now I have a choice banded Reunicles, and maybe I'll be able to swap it to something else later, but probably not. He's going to go into his Togekiss, and this thing is probably like your normal, T-Wave and then Hack set. He's already faster than me, so I'm just going to go into Kecleon, kind of his death fodder, predicting like an Air Slash or something. Indeed, he does go for that Air Slash. It will, I believe, kill Kecleon, and that's oh well. Kecleon goes down, and this Togekiss is still pretty much full, but I do have Tyranitar, who's also green, obviously. And I'm really glad that I didn't actually pick a shiny, because I wasn't actually checking to make sure I did pick a shiny. But I don't think I did, so all of them are actually green, which is the point of the team. But anyway, so Tyranitar, I believe, is just going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. I just go for the Iron Head, because obviously I want to kill that Togekiss before it like gets a T-Wave off or whatever on me. Or, even a Fairy... I don't think actually they get Fairy moves, do they? Or at least not a good one. Maybe Dazzling Gleam. But either way, just going to go for an Iron Head. He ends up switching back into Bronzong, which I'm like, okay, whatever. I do have Crunch, obviously, so I'm just going to go for that. He goes for the Protect. It's kind of like a waste of time. I don't really care, dude. It doesn't matter how much leftovers recovery you get. You're still going to die to a Crunch. Maybe he was stalling out my Sandstorm. That could be, I guess. But, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and go for that Crunch. It's going to be able to kill the Bronzong. And, yeah, looking pretty nice right now. He's going to go into Landorus. That does get the Intimidate off on me. So, obviously, it's going to reduce Tyranitar's chance to sweep here. So, I don't want to lose Tyranitar, though. I do decide to switch, I believe. Yes, I do go into my Zygarde, who I'm pretty confident can take at least one Earthquake. He ends up just U-turning again, so all it seems... Oh, no, he goes for the Superpower. Never mind. That's fine, too. That does even less damage to Zygarde, and it lowers his attack and defense, so... and I know that he's already locked into it because he's a Scarf user. We've already been through this. Yeah, I decided just to go for... What do I go for? I think I just go for an Extreme Speed. Yeah, that's what I do. And in comes the Togekiss. After the Stealth Rock hit, I should be able to 2-hit KO here, which is excellent. And I know I can pretty much 2-hit KO anything that he has, so he pretty much has to sack something to me, and he decides to let Togekiss die. So down it goes, and in comes Tapu Koko again. And this thing obviously can have Dazzling Gleam, which would probably take me out because of Tapu Koko's really, really good offensive stats. But, yeah, I switch out. He switches out too, which is weird. Oh, right, that's where he made a misplay, and this was his biggest misplay. What he really should have done, and the reason that he should have done is because I was locked into Extreme Speed already. The only way he could go into Tapu Koko, because Tapu Koko is pretty frail, is if he gets the Intimidate first. Now, he made a misplay going right into Tapu Koko, instead of going into Landorus for that Intimidate. So now he has to backtrack, go into Landorus, which he, would have had to probably sack anyway, or at least force me to switch. But, yeah, that was definitely a mistake for him, because now I'm able to take out Landorus. He goes into Scizor for some reason, which is stupid, because I can just kill that with Extreme Speed. And now at -1 attack, I probably can't kill the Tapu Koko, so I decide to switch out, let Zygarde finish it, because I think it's the safest play. I go into my Reunicles pretty much as death fodder, and, yeah, the Tapu Koko is going to finish me off, but then I can just go straight into Zygarde for the, the revenge kill. So, good game there, Brandon. Actually started pretty good for him, but I was able to use my green team. It's not easy being green, but, sometimes, you're good if you're good Pokemon if you're green sometimes. Yeah, the green team was able to prevail here on St. Patrick's Day, and that's pretty cool. So, today's question of the day is... Being that St. Patrick's Day, kind of, the four-leaf clover is a symbol of St. Patrick. Luck is a very, strong theme to the holiday. Today's question of the day is, when was the moment in your life, whether it's in Pokemon or else, that you consider yourself like, all the stars aligned, you were just super lucky for the day, or just, you had a really super lucky moment, where the odds were stacked against you, but you ended up prevailing, or something good happened to you anyway. As for me, playing Pokemon, obviously you get a lot of hacks one way or the other, but I'm gonna go ahead and answer a memory from my early childhood. I believe it was the second grade. Basically, there was like a bingo night at my school. It had, annual bingo night. And like I never really won at those bingos because it's all random, and every year there was like the last thing was the winner gets to be principal of the day, and I won that one. And there was there was like at least probably 200 other kids there, plus their families. So it was pretty cool. I was like I never really won anything then, like by chance. I never really won anything, before then or pretty much after that. I don't think I've ever really won like a chance based, raffle or anything like that. But yeah, leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Later. Oh, by the way, my opponent has a YouTube as well, so go ahead and check him out if you want to. I'll leave the link to his channel in the description. Take care. Bye.